We are live. See if we can. Y'all, it's hot down here where I'm at. Whew. Hope everyone is off to an amazing Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. All right. Our guest is in here. And see, the Lord say you don't wait on no man, so we gonna go ahead and add Mr. Donnie B. Let's see. Come on now. There we go.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm blessed. So, welcome to Men in Media, the exclusive media for all men in media, the exclusive platform for all men in media.
Yeah.
I'm Big Mo. I am your host for Media Girls Network, and today we have none other than the iconic, the legendary, the mogul, the HBCU grad, the man of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated himself, Mr. Donnie B.
Talk to me. How you doing?
I'm good. So let's jump right in because you have definitely built a name for yourself when it comes to music, when it comes to promotion, when it comes to really breaking out a dope and unique sound. Walk us through your beginning and how exactly you got started with making the Donnie B brand.
Man. Well, the Donnie B brand actually started since I was a kid. I've been going by Donnie all my life. Since I was a kid, elementary school, middle school, high school. I got to the point where my teacher, my teachers used to call me Donnie. That's not my real name. My real name is actually Thomas. But I've been just called Donnie all my life. And then, once I got into like the whole music thing as on the artist side, I just wanted to add the B on there. I thought it sounded good.
It definitely has that very artistic Grammy Award winning ring to it.
Yeah.
So as I did mention earlier, you are a HBCU grad, and with the work you do, you always have such a huge collegiate audience. How has it been kind of adjusting, and how has, graduating from an HBCU contributed to you having such a huge platform that registers amongst the collegiate demographic?
Ask me that question one more time.
How has graduating and attending an HBCU contributed to how you've been able to build your brand?
Oh man, it has a lot to do with everything that I have going on. I went to Clark Atlanta University. So, a lot of my connections and resources, come from, me attending college. But not only did I attend just Clark Atlanta, my freshman year of college at Clark Atlanta, I started throwing parties. So I kind of got like in the nightlife for me my first week of school. And, and I've been doing it. That's kind of how I got into the whole, marketing thing. So, so I was already from Morehouse, Clark, Spelman, Georgia Tech, Georgia State. Like I was very, very in tune, with the marketing and nightlife in Atlanta, since my first day of college, So from then to now, it's just been nonstop thing. The party promotional world kind of really opened up the doors and opened up, exposure to me to the city to meet all these people. And, when I was a freshman in college, my mindset was, everybody, I used to have like a nickname. They used to call me Network, like the girls and stuff. They used to call me Network because I told them like my goal was to come to college and just meet as many people as possible. Cause you never know, like, they said Oprah was, you know what I'm saying? So my goal when I came was like just to meet as many people as possible because I understood that you never know who coming to college. You never know who's gonna be who. So I had that mentality at 18 years old. And I just feel like I planted so many good seeds and just met so many people and like that was my agenda. So, it just turned out to be what it is. Now everybody's grown, everybody's in their positions and doing things like that. So it's like I've been cool with y'all when y'all was 18 years old. Everybody's on movies and doing that. It's crazy. Like so it's like I planted a lot of great seeds.
Yeah, that was my next question. I'm sorry, about basically how you've been able to establish such longevity with this industry because, a lot of times people will kind of shun the nightlife and the party life of college. But you've been able to successfully not only monetize it, but successfully create platforms for other huge names and huge artists to really push it. What has been your formula in really establishing that longevity?
Man, just staying at it, not giving up, and like, you know, party promotion, it kind of, the whole marketing and nightlife thing, it was just something I always been good at, like since, you know, elementary school. I always been a people person. I always been like a person that talks to everybody. I always been the center of attention amongst my friends and my peers. You know, since when I look at my life growing up, like I've always been that kid. You know, I've always been that person. You know, and as I got older, I started to realize, like, okay, my life has kind of been set up like this. Like I've always been that guy. So, you know, and you know, I like to do it. Like, I used to go to, when I was in elementary, I used to want to go to school just because I wanted to talk to everybody. Like, you know, I was a kid that, like, I was always living as the bad kid, you know, growing up. So, but I was smart. I was always smart. They always say he's bad, but he's smart. And but I was like the kid that wanted to always like sit in the front row of the class, answer the questions, and just always stand out. You know, so I feel like all of that on top of, you know, me really loving what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really love the whole marketing thing. I really love this whole entertainment thing. Like, I love being on camera. I love everything about it. I love talking to people. I love networking. I love meeting people. So it's just something that's just in me. You know, it's been that way since I was a kid.
Definitely, because you know I was in attendance at Donnie B and Friends the other night,
Oh, you?
and all I'm gonna say is my hair didn't get to stay this pretty by the end of it because the function itself was so dope, so full of energy, so many amazing artists locally. How has it been being able to curate and really recognize this much new talent within not just the city of Atlanta, but you know, nationally? Because your name is out there. People know who Miss Donnie B is. So when it comes to curating that kind of talent, how has it been, you know, making the transition from artist to promoter, then back to artist, and really weaving and winding through those different elements?
Well, I mean, it's been pretty, I'm not gonna say easy, but, you know, like the whole, I started off, before I was an artist, I only been an artist for 4 years. But I started off as a party promoter and then a manager. I was managing my freshman year roommate. You know, and he wanted to do music. I wasn't into it. I wanted to be an actor. I came to college and wanted to be like Will Smith. You know, but my roommate, you know, he wanted to do music. He came to college like he wanted to do music. Like he don't care what's going on. He wanted to do music. He had a goal. He had a vision. See, I really feel like my vision wasn't clear when I first came. So my boy, like, rap to me, and I was like, damn, you fire. He's like, I want to do this, and I kind of bought into his vision. I'm like, let's do it. That's the type of person I am. Like, I'm gonna put the work in. Like, I'm just hustling all my life, you know. So I'm just known to put in work, and I was, you know what I'm saying, I was taught growing up that hard work just pay off. So, you know, so it's been pretty easy, like, because in college I pretty much mastered marketing and the business side, and I feel like I've been doing it so long. Like, I started off as a freshman managing my boy, and like I ended up doing that for almost 10 years almost, you know what I'm saying? And I just learned so much. And then to the point where I was just like, man, you know what? I want to try something different. Like, you know, let me just try something and see what happens. I want to tell my story a little bit. And I always thought I was going to blow my boy up, and then we were going to do a movie on our life, and I was going to, you know what I'm saying, tell my story through our movie that but you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, one day, 4 years ago, I decided, you know what, let me try something to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? With this music because I actually, you know, I really love promoting, but I was like, yo, I've mastered how to throw like a dope party. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was one of the biggest college promoters in Atlanta. So, you know, once I decided, like, you know what, let me try to be an artist and promote myself like I would promote a party. You know what I'm saying? And just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I started, and then I actually went to the studio my first time and heard myself. I went to a big studio, and I actually did my first song. My first song was called Why Not, right? So I was like, yo, I want to be a rapper. Like, I know all these people. I've been doing it. I know how to put it together. I know how to do everything. I got the connections because I did it with my boy. So I want to just, you know what I'm saying? I can tell my story immediately right now with all the resources. Tell my story, shoot the video, and put it out and see what happens. So when I went to the studio the first time, I heard you know what I'm saying, heard my voice, like, I couldn't believe it was me. You know, I had like such a powerful voice, like, and I was just like, I was amazed, like, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
You shocked yourself. Look.
like, I told myself I was just gonna try it for a year. I'm just gonna go hard for a year and just see what happens. And I'll be able to know by the end of that year whether or not I need to be doing this or not. And like, you know, it's crazy because like before I even released my first song, you know, I got offered $1,000. You know what I mean? I offered $1,000 to release my first video.
Right.
I was just like, hold on, like, cause I was going to the studio. I was just taking pictures in the studio, like new passion. But you know, everybody already know me because I was a popular promoter and I was a popular Omega. You know what I'm saying? And all that good stuff. So when I started, I already knew people wasn't gonna really believe, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's something new. They ain't never seen me. Artists, they wasn't gonna take me serious. So I'm just going. I already was expecting people to not take me serious. You know what I'm saying? But when I started going to the studio and I started posting my little pictures, like new passion in the studio, little stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then I end up. It's crazy because I ended up booking. I did my first. That's when T Grizzly. I started rapping when T Grizzly came out.
Wow.
When he came out, I seen that shit. I was like, oh shit, like that's my life. Like that first day out song. That's when I kind of got the interest, like, cause it kind of hit me in a different type of way. Like that's my life. And I was like, you know what? I did my first song. It was called Why Not. Second song, I was like, I gotta record. I'm in Atlanta, but I'm from Detroit. When he did that, when T Grizzly did that song with Lil Yachty, I was like, I gotta stop it. It just came out. I was like, I gotta record on that beat. So that was the second song that I did. And then that was the second song that I did. And then like I'm gonna shoot the video to this. It's gonna be the first thing people. So I ended up booking a Sprinter. I'm like, I shot the video in Atlanta. I did my Atlanta scenes, and I was just gonna keep it as that. But people were like, no, this is your first thing. You gotta go to Detroit too and show them the whole D to the A. You gotta go to Detroit. I'm like, you're right. Let me go all out for my first video. So then I ended up booking a Sprinter, booking my team. I always had a team, like a camera team, and you know, some merchandising team. I always had, because I've been building this stuff since college. So I ended up taking my whole team to Detroit. So the guy that booked me, who Sprinter I booked to take it to Detroit, he ended up watching my whole story. He was watching my story the whole time. Like, who the fuck is taking my Sprinter, you know what I'm saying, to Detroit? Watching my story. So he seen me. I took 100 shirts to Detroit, to my neighborhood, was giving them out. It was like one of my neighborhood days. I just went to Detroit with my whole team from Atlanta, took the shirts, started giving them out. And the dude who I booked the Sprinter from, who happened to be a big promoter in Atlanta, he was just watching my story the whole time and just seeing what I had going on. And then I ended up getting my first radio interview because the block party that we was at, they had like the radio DJ out there, and he just seen my movement. He was like, yo, I was like, we about to go back to Atlanta. I just came to come shoot this video. I'm about to go back. I gotta get these people back. He's like, yo, we gotta get this interview before you leave. Like, they ended up opening up the radio studio for me. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting my first interview. So that was the first time, like, hold on, like, the fuck is going, this is happening fast. Then I came on the way back to Atlanta. The promoter called me, like, y'all want to give you $1,000 to release your video at Onyx. And I'm like, huh? I ain't even dropped the song yet. Like, you ain't even heard nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bet.
Right. So and, what'd you do? Did you take it?
I took it. Yeah. Look, I ended up going to Onyx, right? I ended up going to Onyx like 200 people deep. Like, we pulled up 200. Huh?
200?
Like 200 people deep. I got the footage online. I document everything. It's all online. You type in Donnie B's first performance at Onyx, you'll see it. I went like 200 deep, right? You know, I'm a marketer. So I got there. We was deep as hell. And then they ended up giving me the $1,000. I just got all one. I threw the whole $1,000 in there. Like, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Cause I didn't
just get 200 people in the door. We know how they be tripping at the door. So I'm trying to, in my head, I'm trying to math out the 200.
Yeah, I'm well known.
And that's amazing. But you have such a way of lighting up about, hold on, I think my connection's delaying. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. You have such a way about lighting up when you talk about your music, when you talk about creating your music, because you have such a passion as an artist. Does it make it hard to balance as both a manager and a promoter?
No, see, this promotion is in me. It's like I could do this in my sleep. Like, I wake up, I put an event together, so I've mastered that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing that over 10 years. So that's easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like something like, it's like it's like brushing my teeth almost. You know what I mean? Putting an event together. You know, so, but the artist part was kind of difficult. Like, it's not as easy as I thought, but I kind of mastered that too, my fourth. You know what I'm saying? I gave myself 4 years, like high school to college, freshman, sophomore, junior. So, like, you know, I just finished my 4th year, and I feel like I've mastered being an artist now too. So I'm excited about, you know, 2022, you know what I'm saying? All this new music I'm finna make. You know what I mean?
We about to get there too. We gonna touch on this new music, because I was doing my research and prepping my questions, and I came across On the Flow. And right, and was lit. So tell us about, you know, your previous projects. I know you released a project this past March. Tell us about creating that project and how it has influenced your new project that you have dropping this year.
Well, this last project, my last project that I'm actually pushing right now is called Detroit State of Mind. You know, I'm really excited about this project because, like, you know, this was kind of like my project. It kind of like, I feel like just, like I'm here now, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got major features on my city. You know what I'm saying? I got, you seen On the Flow with Icewear Vezo. And really, all started because, you know, I ended up linking up with DJ Holiday. I've been on Holiday from back when I was in college and stuff like that. I ended up linking up with DJ Holiday, and DJ Holiday was just like, you know, I was pretty much telling him who I was and what I got going on, and he kind of helped me come up with the name for my project. And he was like, "Yo, you should reach out to T Grizzly. You can get T Grizzly on this track." Like, I'm like, that's one of mine. That's the reason why I'm rapping. And he gave me the idea, and like, he picked my record. Like, this is the record right here. If you can put T Grizzly on this one, like, and I'm like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get T Grizzly on this. T Grizzly, you know what I'm saying? So, and I ended up pulling it off. Like, I ended up submitting one of my videos to T Grizzly, and he ended up reaching out to me. You know what I'm saying? And like making a video post like, yo, you know, this video hard. Like, he made a whole video post with him pretty much shouting out my video and talking about how hard it was. And then he ended up reaching out to me and asking me to go live with him. You know what I'm saying? He actually did that twice. I went live with T Grizzly twice. And then after that, he ended up asking, you know what I'm saying, he'd do a feature. He asked me for a feature. I asked him what he'd do for a feature. And he like a really good deal. And I couldn't refuse it. And I was able to make that happen. You know, so I'm excited about that. And then once I got that feature, you know, I already knew I was gonna call my project Detroit State of Mind, so I ended up reaching out to Icewear Vezo because that's really my favorite rapper out of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? We from the same side of town, the east side of town, 6 Mile and Van Dyke. You know what I'm saying? So I was excited about that. So I ended up reaching out to Icewear Vezo. He hit me up. He answered the phone. He put his number on the internet, and I just called it to see what happened. He picked up the phone on FaceTime, and then another big artist out of Detroit, Payroll Giovanni. He like one of the first artists that was signed out of Detroit. He was signed to Jeezy, and he was signed to Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? I ended up putting him on. You know, so I like, you know, and then, you know, I feel like that was, I was trying to put Cash down on there too, but she was trying to tax me. So I was like, we'll wait on that.
Definitely.
But I got like, I was able to get 3 of the top artists, you know what I'm saying? T Grizzly being one of the biggest artists out of Detroit. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. And, you know, I'm excited about Detroit State of Mind because this is real, my city doing good right now. You know, good things are starting to happen for my city. You know what I'm saying? You got the BMF stuff. You got Detroit Sound. T Grizzly pretty much opened the door for the Detroit Sound. Now you got the Icewear Vezo that blew up. You know what I'm saying? When I got the Icewear Vezo feature, like he was just still kind of like in Detroit. And then like this year, the beginning of last year, he just started blowing up. He dropped a song with, I think it was Lil Durk first, and then he came with Lil Baby, then he came with Future, and it was like, oh shit, that was a great investment. Like, you know what I'm saying? I already shot the video with him and everything, so that's why I got the video with him. And then I'm trying to shoot the video with T Grizzly, the song that we got this year.
Definitely. And that's like, you literally are on such a wave with Detroit, because I know you got hella passionate talking about your hometown. With Detroit being as big of a hub as it is for just raw, hard-hitting talent right now, you know, you have the influence of BMF, you got your Cash Dolls, you got Donnie B. How are you able to carry that true essence of Detroit with you and really establish roots and still stay true to your essence in a city here like Atlanta?
I mean, I was born and raised in, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really was like from artists. Like, Detroit made everything about who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, from me walking to school in the snow, like, to me, like, I'm from 6 Mile, the east side of Detroit. I grew up really rough, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, my life was set up for kind of like failure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was growing up, people was like, yo, he's gonna be dead or in jail for sure. That was the, you know what I'm saying, the whole stigma on my life. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, like, I was really into that, you know what I'm saying? And luckily I was able to kind of get out of it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was always just smart. But like, my life was set up to go a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I think I just got angels or something, like, you know what I mean? The way my life, that's the only thing I could think of, like, because my life was set up for like crazy. Like, my mom passed away. My dad passed away. My brother was murdered. You know what I'm saying? I kind of grew up like in the streets for real, like at a young age, like elementary school. Like in elementary school, I had the choice to like if I wanted to go to school or not. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't. You know what I mean? So it was just like I was set up to be a fucking killer or a drug dealer. Like that's how my life was kind of mapped out to be.
Yeah.
You know?
But you have such a phenomenal testimony, because to really, take your struggle and turn it into your strength and turn it into, what God has called you to do is such an inspiration. And I know we have a lot of young upcoming men in media, women in media, and just people all around who are creatives watching. What was that motivating element that, despite your situation, kept you going? Because I know you said, you're naturally a go-getter, naturally a hustler, but in the midst of a storm like what you just expressed, and again, I'm sorry to hear any of that happening to you, but in the midst of a storm like that, how do you keep pushing, and how do you not let those negative thoughts and those, those preconceived notions of how your life was supposed to be stop you?
And honestly, all that, my mindset changed when I got to college. When I got to college, actually, I moved to South Carolina when I was 15. So I did my last 3 years of high school in South Carolina, and that kind of changed everything. I feel like that was like the prime time where like my life it was about to go a whole different way. Like the right moment, like, you know what I'm saying? And then once I did that, I went out there and got a whole bunch of trouble. And then I ended up going to college in Atlanta, and like when I got to college, my whole mindset changed. Like I just started seeing black people doing all type of different stuff, coming from different backgrounds, and it just opened my eyes up to so much more stuff. I wanted to change, I wanted to be better. I wanted to be different. I didn't want to be, the type of person that I grew up to be, because that was just a product of my environment. You know what I'm saying? I was just surviving my that I was in. When I got to college and I started seeing people doing all type of stuff, it's all type of people. I was open to change, and I feel like that's really what it is. Me wanting more, me wanting better for myself. I always wanted better for myself. You know what I mean? So when I got the opportunity to do better for myself, I took advantage of that. And then, me joining the fraternity my sophomore year of college, you know what I mean? That shaped my whole life and, everything. And I just created this process. I ended up mastering how to turn like negative thoughts into positive thoughts, And, that's pretty much how it is.
Wow, that is like, look, I hope everybody watching has taken notes. I hope people are writing these affirmations in their notebooks, because you really have such a positive light about you, especially when you talk about your craft, your music. I wanted to know, because you slid in there that Detroit State of Mind is coming, but when it comes to the creative process of making an album that's about to drop, what was like your biggest, okay, I have to make sure this is in here, I have to make sure people know about X, Y, and Z? What was like your biggest motivation when creating this album, this particular project?
Like just I see me, I'm always rapping about my life and real life stuff. I'm like a real, if you look at most of my videos, most of my videos are just like pull up and shoot real life, what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just me telling my story and being honest with myself and being truthful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, if you listen to my music, it sounds real hardcore, but it's really not. It's like, it's hardcore, like trap, motivational trap music. That's how I like to refer to my music as motivational trap, because I don't talk about no killing. I really like dropping jewels in there if you really listen. But it's like,
I like that.
like I'm talking with such an aggression where like people gonna know that I'm serious, like I'm about my business, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm really on some positive. I'm trying to teach you how to get money, talk about being from the bottom. I'm talking about my struggles, I'm talking about my family, so just being real about who I am, because a lot of people in Atlanta, I got a big fan base in Atlanta because I've been in college, but it's kind of like me taking people in in college, they don't really know my background in Detroit, because I ain't really talk about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just a lot to talk about. So I just came to Atlanta trying to be happy, but I wanted to take people back into my life, talk about my struggles, talk about, my vulnerabilities, you know what I'm saying? And just all my past, you know what I mean? And just keep it 100 and be real. And I rapped on a lot of Detroit production. All my production is from my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, from Detroit. So it got that Detroit feel. I put major Detroit artists on there, and I'm talking about my Detroit story. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's pretty much it. And then just, I'm always about quality, so I make sure that my mix and mastering is quality. I make sure that my videos is quality. I make sure my artwork is quality. You know what I'm saying? I believe in investing in myself. So I ain't gonna never cheat myself and play myself like I'm cheap, So everything, you know what I'm saying, sound like it's supposed to sound and look like it's supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? I got the features because, I handle my business. And that's just pretty much that. Like, that's it. Everything I do is that.
Definitely. And I noticed when we were attending Donnie B and Friends, you had one moment where you were just really proud of the artists who signed up, of the artists who performed. Do you feel like, because music has been constantly ever changing and artists are constantly ever changing, that you have had to adapt to the industry changing? Or do you feel more so that you're curating artists that relate directly to your brand and your aesthetic?
Yeah, for sure. you know, I went to college and everything, and it's still hard for me. Like, I know a lot of stuff, and it's still hard for me. And I know so many dudes from all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And I know for sure they ain't got the experience that I get or went to college or got the resources that I get. So I know if it's hard for me, it's really hard for them. And I know people that's like really putting their life on the line for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got family members and all type of people that this is what they want to do. I ain't really want to do this, but I know so many people that this is really what they want to do. So it's like, you know, like, I feel like, man, I just had to, I don't know, I had to be the person to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it was just like I had to do it.
Definitely, definitely. So, like we said, Detroit State of Mind is coming. What can people
No,
expect from? It's out
First of the
already.
mind is out,
Okay,
all
so
platforms.
you have one. You do have one dropping February 14th, right?
14, my next album coming out, Valentine's Day.
Definitely. Okay, so that's the album I want to touch on.
Yeah.
What can we expect from this album that we may not have gotten on Detroit State of Mind? What can we expect new, and who can we expect to hear on this album?
I'm gonna keep it real. Like, Detroit State of Mind is, I mean, Talk to Her. It's called first of all, it's called Talk to Her. You know, it's like basically me and all women, like my point of view talking to women, and just, you know what I'm saying, how I feel like I got a different, I'm like, I can talk all this street shit, you know what I'm saying, but like I really know how to talk to women though, you know what I'm saying. I know how to treat women. I believe in empowering women, you know what I'm saying. I believe in really women empowerment, you know what I'm saying. So I just feel like, you know, it's kind of like, man, it's dope, man. And I got all women features on here. No guys, just me talking to women. I got female, like super dope female artists that's on this project, so I'm excited about that. And you know, nobody never heard anything like no type of woman songs from me. Like my first 3 albums, all Detroit trap hype, you know, it's an energy type of music. But this was more like straight for the ladies. So this is gonna be the first times, you know what I'm saying, people hearing how I talk about the ladies. I mean, I think it's really gonna be like this finna like take off on a whole different, you know what I'm saying? Because I already knew the ladies was my target.
It's refreshing to hear a man not only emphasize woman empowerment, but put women in those positions. Can you talk about, because people like to go back and forth with me, can you talk about the importance of uplifting women in this industry and your role of uplifting women when it comes to either featuring them on your projects or, like you said, knowing how to communicate with women? What is the importance of the industry as of 2022 when it comes to including women?
Man, honestly, I include women in everything I got going on. Honestly, I don't keep it real. Like, I feel like with dudes, is like, first of all, women, y'all give birth. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, y'all the creator of life. You get what I'm saying? On top of that, y'all way more organized than me. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like with women, I don't have no like competition. If I can help a woman, I feel like she'd be loyal to me forever. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things I learned about women. It's like you have to work with, like, everything is based on women smarter than men. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all more organized than men. Everything I do, I need people to help me organize it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just, women are just the ish, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I was raised by women. I got 2 older sisters that pretty much took care of me when my parents passed away. So I just got a real, like, deep spot about women. Like, I always been a protector of my family. Like, when stuff going on when I was young, they come to get me when I was a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was that guy. So I just got a real special place in my heart for women. And I feel like, you know, honestly, I'm going to keep it real. My company called Rare Breed. I feel like there's not really a lot of real niggas left out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, there's a lot of real, like, weird individuals, men out here, you know. That's how I feel. And I don't know, I just feel like, man, if I can help a woman, I'm gonna help a woman, because I feel like it's gonna be reciprocated times 10. If you pour into a woman, some positive into a woman, it's gonna come back.
He preaching.
You know what I mean?
Preaching. Okay. That was a gem, especially you. Like I said, when you see as many women, first of all, again, you preaching, but when you see as many women as we see entering the industry right now, and you know, everyone has their preconceived notions, it is very refreshing to hear someone speak about pouring into each other and speak about really uplifting each other. Because like you said, we created everything, so it's time we got our flowers. But when it comes to putting women on that forefront and elevating women in this industry, definite hats off to you, because that's a role we're not really seeing a lot of men step up and take. And the ones we are seeing, you know, they're not really getting the recognition. So big shout out to you. Everybody all the women in the comments going crazy right now. You getting peas left and right.
That's why when I dropped this project, it's gonna be over with. Like, because I'm on some, this is gonna be some whole, it's different. Like, it ain't nothing. It's like kind of like it's like some Drake type of music, but like just from a more masculine type of You know, they ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna put that.
He said more masculine. I know that's right. I
You
don't
know,
want
just
to keep you on. So let's go over. We know that the new album is coming out on February 14th. Talk to the people, let them know where to find you and what else is coming up for Mr. Donnie B.
all right. So my next, first and foremost, go download Detroit State of Mind. It's out on all platforms. You know, so I got a video out. I got a song on there with T Grizzly. We about to shoot the video this year. I got a song on there with Icewear Vezo. We got the video. That video is out actually online. It's doing pretty good right now. I was just with Icewear Vezo last night at the Coalition DJ's anniversary party. And you know, just shout out DJ Holiday, you know what I'm saying, for, you know what I'm saying, pretty much hosting that Detroit State of Mind and helping me pretty much A&R that. He got my record cleared. He introduced me to the people at 300 to get my record cleared, you know what I'm saying, with T Grizzly, you know what I mean? So I appreciate DJ Holiday for that. But Valentine's Day, February 14th, man, it's gonna change the game. Like, it's gonna, because people ain't heard none of this stuff from me, and I'm telling you, it's fire. You know what I'm saying? So, and then my next concert is February 23rd. I'm switching it up from Donnie B and Friends. This one's gonna be called Donnie B Lovers and Friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting ladies in free all night, and I'm gonna have some special surprises for the ladies. You know what I'm
Y'all
saying? You
hear
know,
that?
catering to the ladies, you get what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a real sexier type of theme, you know what I mean, for the next concert, February 23rd. I'm bringing like a lot of the female features that I got on my project. I'm bringing them out to perform. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna pretty much be catered around my project. And it's gonna be a dope experience, man. It's gonna be a dope, like, oh my God, I got some super, super dope, talented singers. You know what I'm saying? It's on my project. Like, really, it's all female features, man. So I'm excited about showing that. And then Donnie B and Friends is a concert that I decided to create because, you know, like, I got a lot of music. I spent a lot of money into this music industry, but I was having a hard time getting booked. So I'm like, man, you know, I know how to throw a party. I can pack some shit out myself right now. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know enough artists. I got like 200 unreleased songs. I probably got like 80 features. So that's 80 people. So if I just reached out to my first 80 people that I got songs with. Like, yo, y'all want to do a concert? How would y'all feel? Everybody was like, hell yeah. And I'm like, if I can go get this the biggest, one of the biggest concert halls in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? I already know I can pack it out. And then if everybody else can bring their people in, it's gonna be a movie, and that's what happened. And so Donnie B and Friends is established. I did my first one in November. It was crazy. Then you know what I'm saying? It was my first time actually throwing the concert myself, and it was a success. I probably had like small little errors. Then my last one was last week, man. It was even bigger.
It
You know what I'm saying?
was. I was there. It was
It's
the
crazy.
whole
So
vibe.
my next one is February. It's gonna be crazy. And now I locked in the venue once a month for the whole 2022. So it's just, I'm expecting it just to get bigger and bigger. As soon as the sun come out, it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying?
Look, we love to hear that.
But,
We are looking
but,
forward to it.
but But the beautiful thing that I want to just say about my concert is, like, you know, it's my name on it, Donnie being Friends, but it's really about helping everybody else. Me being able to use my resources and give everybody, because I like that stage. You know, I performed on that stage before and it made me feel a certain type of way. So I'm like, yo, worst case scenario, I need to be at least performing on the stage like that at minimum once a month just to make me feel like I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, to make me just keep me motivated. You know, and then everything that I want, because I want more exposure. I want to do the interviews with Sheen Magazine and This Is 50 and, you know what I'm saying, Progress Support and Breakfast. I want to do all that. So everything that I want to do as an artist, I'm pretty sure every artist want to do that. So I figured out a way how to get all this media. So artists that sign up for my concert, pretty much same media treatment. They get to get interviews from top media outlets. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have 30 media outlets in there where you can just come and get their interviews before the concert start. You know what I mean? And the venue gonna be packed out already just off of the people I'm gonna bring. You know what I'm saying? And then I created a way where artists can get paid. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. Like, I want to find out how can I make artists more engaged and be really. So I came up with a formula how, you know, artists can pretty much sign up for a slot. You know what I'm saying? And they keep 100% of their profit, whatever they sell. You know what I'm saying? You buy a slot, you get your own 100 tickets. I print out. Let me show you. Hold on, give me a second.
No problem. Now, y'all, I was able to check out Donnie B and Friends the other week, and
So boom,
seriously,
like, you know,
yeah.
some of this promotional thing. You feel me? Each artist get their own 100 tickets. You get what I'm saying? To perform
Wow.
at the biggest premier venues in Atlanta. They don't even get this. They don't even allow independent artists to book this venue out. You get what I'm saying? So I was able to lock in and secure one of the biggest concert venues in the mecca of the music city. You know what I'm saying? So you pretty much get in the big boy stage with a packed crowd. And then what I do is I got a lot of industry connects. I invite out these industry connects like entertainment lawyers, you know, different A&Rs that I know. I got different A&Rs on almost every label. 300, Sony, RCA, Def Jam, Atlantic Records, you know what I mean? All these connections that I've been making in Atlanta, along with the artists, along with all these engineers, producers, and, you know, making it a big melting pot. So everybody needed everybody, even the, you know, the labels, they need the new talent. You know, the videographers need new clients. The clients need videographers. So I know a lot of these people. So it's like, let me just throw something together and that's why my parties was successful in college, because I was always been able to bring a lot of different people together. You know, women, men, all type of men from all walks of life, the cool guys, the nerdy guys, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a nice, I be cool with everybody. So a lot of people just come out and support me, you know, because I show a lot of love. But each artist get their own 100 tickets when they sign up for a slot. You know, I got the lowest slot is $100. These tickets are, you know, they're valued at $30, you know, for this experience, right? They valued at $30. You get every artist sign up for a slot, get their own 100 tickets. You know, so 30 tickets, you know, 100 tickets at $30, you know, that equals $3,000. You know, you can buy $100 slot and still get 100 tickets and still get the experience, still get the big boy look, bring your you know what I'm saying? Whatever you need our artists to make money, you know what I'm saying? And if artists can make money with me, they're going to continue to support me and rock with me. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about, man. Giving everybody a fair chance. I ain't trying to take nobody money. I'm just trying to do this for myself. And, you know, when I blow up as an artist, I'm trying to have because I was a manager at first. Don't forget, I was a manager first. So my goal in my heart is really to really help everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my purpose in life. I learned that early, like, is to help people. It feels great when I can help somebody. When I can help somebody, it makes me like that. If it wasn't no money involved, helping people would be like my thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't cost, I love helping people. I love being able to say, you know, I can help you or give you some money or whatever. Like, when I go to Detroit, like, that's what I do. Like, my city's such a like hurt city, and where I'm from, I don't go to Detroit unless I can give something away. When I came to college, I said I ain't going back to Detroit until I can give something, like, because I already know, like, in my city, people don't show love, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I like to do different. I want to go back, whether I can just go, you know, and everybody in Detroit so appreciative because don't nobody show love. So when, even it could be the littlest thing, like, you go back and just spend $30 on some groceries for somebody, the way they appreciate things out there is completely different because they don't see that love on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just pride myself on just trying to show love and trying to pour into people. You know, even if, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times, like, growing up, I had to learn how to, you know, like, I used to pour a lot out, but wasn't receiving nothing back, and I used to get mad about it. Like, I used to expect certain things from people that I do for people. You know what I mean? And I learned that, like, okay, you know, that's what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? I like to help people. That ain't everybody else's purpose. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's purpose ain't to help people. That's what I like to do. That makes me feel good. Everybody don't got the same purpose in life. So I learned that, okay, cool. Since I like to do that, I got to learn how to control how I help people. So, you know what I'm saying? Because if I pour out my cup, if I pour everything out into you and I ain't getting nothing back, I'm just drained and I'll be frustrated and ready to fucking go off on somebody. You know what I'm saying? But now
Right.
I only give what I can allow to give. I love to give, but I know how to portion it now. Like, okay, if I got a full cup, you know, I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit here. I'm gonna sprinkle. I'm still helping though. I'm gonna sprinkle this. I'm gonna do what I can afford to do, and I figured out different ways to fill my cup up on my own. So when I, you know what I'm saying, like when I pour
Yeah.
out, I know how to already rejuvenate myself. I got certain things that I've learned and practice that I learned to just make sure I can always be okay. You know what I'm saying, and give what I want to give and still be a giver. You know, so that's pretty much. You know, that's pretty much. I just wanted to get that off my
Nah,
chest. You know.
nah, look, let's go, let's keep it going because one of the things I loved when I attended Donnie B and Friends was you know, my segue into being a producer and a filmmaker was makeup and being a special effects artist. So now being, you know, fully into filmmaking and screenwriting, when I attended the event, to see as many videographers that I, you know in passing, and producers and other makeup artists and other screenwriters kind of intermingling in this space, and just to constantly see not just, you know, creators, but I'm gonna say to constantly see this many Black folk exchanging business cards and exchanging information, and like you said, setting up those roots in one venue that also highlighted artists it was just so refreshing to attend. It was so refreshing to see you interact with the attendees. You know, everyone had, like you said, everyone had an equal opportunity to really network and really set down some roots in the music mecca. So again, you are definitely onto something with Donnie B and friends. Like you said, you have perfected the formula when it comes to really networking and intermingling throughout creative. So you should be 100% like, it's only up from here, because like I said, that event, the vibe, the positivity of the whole event, it was so refreshing. We saw my boy Justin Cates photography there. OJ Did It was there. You know, it was such a great space for creatives, especially in the city. So I know the whole city of Atlanta thanks you for that right now, because I know somebody in that room got the opportunity of their lifetime. Definitely.
No,
But
so man, that made that, and like I said, hearing all that, man, that just made me feel good. That's about to make me go and start planning some, like, get back to work tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to hear that, like, cause, like, you know, I can't even imagine people like talking like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can, but it's like to hear it is so refreshing and it's just so like feeling. You know what I'm saying? Cause I put so much energy into this and like I spend my time on it trying to make sure it's right. So to hear that, I appreciate that. You know, that's definitely like a big motivation, and you know what I'm saying, for me to keep going and keep doing it and continue to put my energy into this for real, for real.
absolutely. Like I said, what you've done in the city with Donnie B and friends, with a lot of the opportunities you've created, you should be 100% assured in the formula you have created, because so many people are now getting their shot by following the template that you set. So again, you got an album coming out on February 14th. We
Talk to
got
her.
Donnie B Lovers and Friends February 23rd. This is absolutely sounding like it's going to be one hell of a year for you.
Ladies for all night.
Period. And I better still get in free. If it's all night, I don't want nobody at the door tripping. Go ahead and let the security know I'm coming through.
Donnie B and friends, we pride ourselves on 5-star service, customer service. You know what I'm saying? We pride ourselves on taking care of the customers and the artists. That's what we do.
I know that's right. Let the people know where they can find you at on social media, where they can find all of your content, your YouTube, etc. Go ahead and plug yourself in.
All right. My Instagram, as you see right now, is __ Donnie B. You can really follow the Donnie B and Friends Instagram page. It's Donnie B and Friends, AND. My YouTube channel, oh my God, I really want y'all to tap into my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel looks crazy right now. Like, I got from the beginning of my career, my first video to everything I've done, I documented my entire process. You know what I'm saying? So I want to try to drive traffic to my YouTube channel so people can really see the process from the start. You can watch my shit for so much dope content. You will really be able to see really my entire career on my YouTube channel. You know, so if you go to my YouTube channel, y'all subscribe. It's Donnie B Promotions. Donnie B Promotions on YouTube. That's DNIE Promotions. That's where all my content is at. Like, from the start of my career to now. You know what I'm saying? So I really want people to follow my YouTube channel, man, because it's like really dope, and you really be able to see it from the start, like just from where I started from to like now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like dope, like me being able to document my entire process. You know what I'm saying? What else I got to give y'all? My Instagram. I gave y'all my YouTube. That's pretty much, the main things I want y'all to follow right now, I'm easy to get in contact. If you're in Atlanta, I'm so easy to get in contact with. I'm not hard to get in contact with. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. This has been... Oh, go ahead.
We're definitely trying to bring out all media, though, like as much media as possible. Because my goal is for artists to get I want to get exposure, and I want artists to get exposure. That's my main thing. Like, I want to give people a real opportunity. So I want people to really... Like, I don't want people to just go into people to take... No, I'm trying to put some money in their pocket, and I'm trying to get people exposed. Because I know a lot of fire talent. Like, I got people, like, a lot of kids, like, a lot of people from, like, different cities and stuff, they rock with me because they can just tell, like, I'm really him. So, like, I got a whole bunch of boys from Philly, like, LA. My first concert, people, like, it was no Atlanta people there. It was all my friends that came in from out of town. Like, everybody was from out of town. They flew in. But I got more people in Atlanta, though. It was kind of weird. Like, okay, Atlanta ain't rock with me on my first one. But all my family and people that really rock with me, my homies for real, my boys came down from... Shout out to my boy, shout out to Cav Muscle Gang. They came down from South Carolina, like 40 deep. My boy, Strict Grind Wi-Fi, they came from Houston, 50 deep. My boys from Philly came down deep. My boys from my whole family came from Detroit. My family came from South Carolina. People came from New York. Like, it was like people flew in and drove in for my first concert, man. That made me feel so good because, like, okay, the real support. And then once everybody in Atlanta seen that, they're like, okay, we're going to tap in with them. You know what I'm saying? So I had like 400 people the first time and then like 400 people the second time, all different people. I think the third time, I think everybody might come, you know what I'm saying, this time because it's like the word getting out there now. You know what I'm saying? People know. And my brothers ain't even tapped in yet now. Like, when that kick in, when the cues get to start, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't really been advertising to the cues like that, but I'm finna, yeah. Members of Omega Psi Phi free all night as well, just to let you know. This next concert, February 23rd, ladies free all night. Members of Omega Psi Phi free all night. It's going to be a hell of a party. It's going to be a hell of a show.
Okay, look now. I'm excited already. I got to get my little Valentine's Day fit together.
My boy Just In Case is doing he's over the media, so any media that want to be a part of this event, it's going to be major, something that's never been experienced before. It's something completely different. It's a whole new formula that I had a dream about and came up with and brought it to life. You know, if y'all want to be a part of this, just hit up Just In Case Media. We got refreshments for media. We're going to have VIP tickets for media, full access to everything for media. We want as much media as possible because my goal, like I said, is exposure for independent artists and myself.
Definitely. Look, I am already excited for Donnie B lovers and friends. I love me a good Valentine's Day event. So I will definitely be in the building. Men in media and media girls will be in the building. This has been such a phenomenal interview. You know, me as a businesswoman myself, I had some questions, but this interview was just so enlightening that you were able to answer them without me even having to reference my notes. I hope everyone was able to take something away from this because you have such an amazing testimony. You have such an amazing drive and passion for this, and you really have created an amazing platform for other creatives to really get on, especially in a city like this. So we at Men in Media and Media Girls, we thank you so much for this interview. Like, this was absolutely amazing. You kept the energy up the whole night. Like, this was a hell of an interview.
Man, I'm grateful that y'all even gave me the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to just tell y'all what I got going on. So I'm very grateful for that.
Definitely.
I appreciate Just In Case. I appreciate my boy, hold on, OJ. OJ, God, that's my boy right
there. That's my little brother.
Probably him, his energy crazy. My boy OJ did it.
That is my little brother. I'm so glad.
Hey, shout out to men in media, women in media, everything that y'all got going on. I support and I'm the opportunity platform.
Definitely. Well, y'all heard it first here from Mr. Donnie B. That wraps this amazing interview. Please be sure to go check out his album. It drops on February 14th on Valentine's Day. Some for the ladies. Go make sure you get your beta new Donnie B album.
Big Bad Wolf checking in. She gonna be on the album. I'm going ahead and shout her out. I got who else?
Snap.
I ain't even look at the comments. Hold on, I can't even see him. I don't know how to. Let me see. It's probably short. I think I see my girl Mia Kodak. She on the album. Shout out my girl Jory. She on the album. Man, I don't want to get out.
I'm so excited. Look, one for the ladies. I love anything for the ladies. So I'm so excited. I'm excited to hear from all of these new female artists. I cannot wait to hear it. I cannot wait for Donnie B lovers and friends. Again, this has been such a phenomenal interview. We thank you so much. As always, I am your host, Big Mo. Make sure you tune into Media Girls Network. Make sure you follow Men in Media. If you are a creative, if you are looking for that avenue or are looking for that platform to help build, please make sure you register and get your membership to both Men in Media and Media Girls on tour. Mr. Donnie B, thank you so much again. And we will check you all next time.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Good night.